Hello, everybody. Um, everybody, anybody. So I'm here to do April. Yes, the April. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with all the different platforms. So while I'm waiting for people to come in and say hello, how are you? I hope you're having a happy Easter weekend. Happy Easter, everybody. The Easter Bunny. I've got the real one behind me. Um, So here we go. Let's do a few things here. I kind of did it last minute, so you know, you know me. That's the way things happen. So, um, mhm. So save that. I know I'm going to share it to all the platforms. Although I already have 4 people here. Hi, hello. Say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And let's see. Press the like button. I just did. It helps. I know they say don't do that, don't say that. I'm actually taking a course where they say don't say that. And here I am saying it. But what can I say? I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Bye-bye. So I'm sharing this on Twitter. Yeah. I do have a Twitter account for both a life path number tarot and also for the Pisces channel now. I've been told to do such things, so I am doing such things. Gotta get in with the crowd, right? There you go. So posting. And I guess I should let everybody who has on my website as well. So I will let everybody know there that we are here. And then we'll get into the April. So, like I said, I see people coming in, coming out. Let me know what you've been up to. How's your weekend going? Are you having family over? Or are you just like bored, surfing the net, as we used to say in good old days when I was younger anyway? Things have changed so much, a million trillion times. So let the members know that we're here because yeah, you guys pay and you get a little card reading in there. So if you're a member of this channel, you get some extras. Yeah, you do. For as low as $3 a month, I can grab a couple of cards when I go on lives and let you know how your week is going to go. So it's worth looking into. Cheap. Yeah, you're getting way value for the money. Trust me. Okay. So I am live. Come say hi. There you go. So just publish that. So I'm not seeing comments. I don't know if it's just me or let me see here. I'm going to take a look. Nope, nobody's actually commenting. There's people watching, no comments. So these are lurkers probably. If you're not a lurker and an actual subscriber, say hi. I'm going to go get my subscribers now. Yeah, why not, right? So I got up late. I was very, very tired. And then I ended up, my husband made me some French toast, which was delicious. And I've had a very good week, Pisces. I feel that we have had like a couple of tough weeks. So I was happy with this week. This week felt a lot nicer. Yeah. Yeah, it felt a lot nicer. Mhm. So, there we go. Two people. So let's share it to Facebook because some of you are on Facebook, and then we can start April. Yeah. What's coming up for April? A lot of good stuff, I think. A lot of good stuff. A lot less in our minds, more into our action bodies, I felt. So I am live. Come say hello. Oh, there you go. Share. Hmm. I don't know if there's just people coming in, coming out. You're going to see a whole bunch of shorts go up for last week's all signs because it's one of the videos that does less, which surprising me. Maybe it's just not, I don't know. Um, I'm going to try and get some cross watchers to come in and see. It's not a bad thing so that they can see how their Pisces relationships are going, right? So there you go. Post. So yeah, such is the life of social media, right? Usually I do this ahead of time, but I wanted to come and spend as much time as I could with you. Um, sadly, sadly, I'm not seeing any comments. So let's see. Let's begin with April then, okay? April is about clearing out the 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 completely clearing out of the old, the stuff that no longer needs to be there. That much I can tell you, okay? Um, you're done. You're done with the old stuff. I'm sorry if I'm moving the camera. I'm trying to make room here so that I can get the reading done. So, yeah, it's really just getting rid of the old stuff. Um, the dead weight, is what I feel like. You're sick of being taken advantage of, and that's basically what's going on here. You're starting to see where the inconsistencies are. In other words, where people take more than they should, and how that's affecting your energy. So that's a good thing, right? That is a good thing. You wanted to, you want to stop. I'm going to take the Spirit Song Tarot because it's got a really nice vibe to it, and we're gonna take a look. All right. So yeah, the King of Feathers. Action and focus. Absolutely. So this is your theme for the month of April. Okay. Focusing on the right things and out with the old. And I mean it in the most, I feel in some ways it's a real brutal way, the way you're going to be doing it. Not in like, brutal, physical violence or anything. I'm talking about a one and done. That's what I'm feeling. It's like, yep, you're not here for my greater good. You're out. Um, I feel it. I feel it coming in. If you haven't started doing it, you are about to start doing it for sure. Okay. I feel that you're going to start doing it for sure. It's going to start coming in. You're going to do it yourself. I've started already and I'm nowhere near done. I'm nowhere near done doing some clearing in my personal life and also the way I feel about things. Um, I've realized that I give people a space to use me or take the energy that they want from me and not one that I want to offer, in other words, right? Uh, and I think I'm done with that too. So it's about knowing your own worth. It's about feeling your own worth. And I feel this is what you're going to be focusing on. Okay. And it's not the king, it's the knight. So it's action and focus. So it's going to be really, yeah, it's like running in a direction in which you want to be going. There's going to be a lot of action packed type of energy coming in. Let's see here. I'm still trying to see if I see anybody here. There is nothing. There is nothing. All right. So, Seven of Shells. Choices, ambitions. See that? It's about it is about that. It's about what do you want out of life? What do you want your life to look like? Do you want to just keep juggling things that are unimportant? People who come in your life and take and then leave, people of no substance, people that just, kind of a flash in a pan. I really don't like that. I don't like that. I think social media makes a lot of that, and I'm not in for it. I'm not even in to sell myself on it. So, not good for me. Not good for me. It's not for me, and it's a personal choice, right? What are you willing to give up in order to get, right? Um, it's about choices. It is about choices. Who do you want around you? What kind of world do you want to live in as well, right? Do you want to live in a world with a bunch of scrolling people who go in and out of of stuff and are never paying attention to the life around them? Uh, no, I don't. I want people's substance. I want to be able to have a conversation. I want to be able to do some really awesome things. We have a beautiful planet that we can observe and be part of. Okay. Why limit yourself to just a little rectangular box that you're just staring at all the time? I know it's kind of brutal to say because you're staring at a rectangular box talking to me. It's kind of, I don't know what this is, but it's coming in that way. And it's about choices. How much do I want to spend on garbage? How much do I want garbage to be around me? And that includes all types of garbage. So you make it whatever it is, because I know I have all types. And what kind of I feel that it's a focus of you're finally saying, I'm not willing to let this in anymore. Okay. I'm done with this. So this is what April is. Spring cleaning. We'll call this spring cleaning because that's what it feels like. I feel like you're doing a spring cleaning. Action, choices, ambition, and focus. Okay. You're going to focus on what you want. Okay. Yeah. And the Five of Acorns is the challenge and growth. So you're definitely, this is going to be, I won't say hard, but fives are hard. Fives are the kind of energy where there's work involved. There is work involved. You're going to have to weigh in what's worth losing, what's worth keeping. And sometimes it's going to be sad for the things that maybe you won't be able to keep. Okay. You're going to wish that things were different. And you're going, well, I wish we lived in a different world where it was more of a give and take instead of just a take. Um, but sometimes it's best to not engage in the take people or the take mentality of the world, because the less this energy has room to grow, the more it's going to choke itself out. And that's the thing we got to remember, right? Um, if we give energy and attention to these things, and I know it's hard, sometimes you just can't help yourself, right? Um, I don't know. The worse it gets, right? People, it's like watching somebody making something stupid, and more people grow. Well, other people think, well, I'll make something stupid, and then, do you understand? So the less attention we give to that stuff, the better it becomes, right? And I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I'm positive that uh, I feel that there's been a vacuous space that's been, where all kinds of crap just kind of float around and none of it has a place. Hi, Sandra. I'm so happy to see somebody. I've been having people come in and nobody's been commenting, so kind of figured it was people in and out. So nice to see you. You have the Three of Acorns, foresight and exploration. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of work involved in April, looking for those things that mean something to you. What I would suggest, what Spirit is saying, is give it a few things, just a few things. Don't start with too many things. Too many things just keep you, I don't know. I feel like it's too many things, you don't accomplish anything at all. So take a few things, really give them your full concentration, and then work on it. It's nice to have you here. The other deck I'm going to be using for April is the Ethereal Visions. Okay. The thing I feel as well is what I was hearing from them is that sometimes, especially when it comes to Pisces, we don't want to hurt other people's feelings, right? Um, so we don't say anything. But the thing is the more people that say something like this is unacceptable, this is not okay, because sometimes people will just keep doing the same thing over and over again if they're not told. Unfortunately, I find that many people are like children. They kind of wander aimlessly without, thinking too much. Certain people have no filters. They just say, they think it, they say it, and they kind of, do a blanket thing that really disrupts and unnerves people, but they're never told that that's not okay. So it's okay to say that's not okay. Okay. It's okay to say it's not okay with me. I'm not putting up with it. I don't want to be around it anymore. I have better things to do. What Spirit wants you to do is focus on the things that you want. There's no more room in your life for the stuff that you don't need anymore. There's no more room. And April is the month to do it. It's springtime. It's, like I said, spring cleaning. Time to clean the closets. Time to throw out the stuff. Okay? Stop holding on to things that have no value. Stop holding on to things that have no value. That's a good one. That's a fantastic one. Yeah, that works. Right? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Um, um, they're saying rustle up or round up the things that matter to you. Round up the things that matter to you, okay? And make them the priority. Yeah, make them the priority. Sometimes we prioritize things, and I always put it in categories of, especially when and that's people are very important to me. There's criteria that have to be met. They have to be kind-hearted. They have to be um, open souls, right? That kind of are open to all kinds of things. But most important, they have to be present, right? My beautiful members, supporters, subscribers who show up every week, you matter to me. You do. I see you. To me, I place value on that very much, because I know not everybody needs to be here. People come and go, but to me, that's valuable people. People who show up for you are a great value to me. Always have been, always will be. Not show up when it's okay with them. Just show up, right? There's a lot of, one and done now. Or I show up when it's convenient to me, and that's very annoying. I find that very annoying. And sometimes in the past, I'm not saying that I've given priority to these people who have not prioritized me, and they keep bringing that up. Make sure that the people that you're putting as a priority in your life would prioritize you as well. It's not about expecting something, it's about a give and take that's more in balance. Okay, sometimes people won't be able, they're going through their stuff, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking of consistency. Okay, people who show you their presence. Okay, Some people think they're present. They're not always present. They like to think they are, okay? But it's not always showing up just when the chips are down. It's just showing up, right? If you were always here when drama was in my life, that would be one thing. But if you're showing up when there's nothing going on just to be around, that's a wonderful thing. And those are the people you want because these are the kind of people who are going to bring value, right? They're going to be consistently in your life, and you want consistent things. Not only consistent things, things that help your creativity, that bring you joy, that bring you fertility, that takes you into the next step. Okay? You're not always there to be solving other people's problems, and they're not always there to be solving yours. You're there to be with each other. Okay? And to kind of bounce off wonderful energy with. Okay? So to have a good day with, a really good day with. Um, if you think about that, sometimes it's scary because you don't always know. There's a lot less than you think there are sometimes. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary. Um, I used to want a ton of people. I remember when I was much younger, I wanted to be like popular, have lots of friends. I thought that meant you were successful, right? And as I grew older, I realized that it's the quality of people. It's the choices that you have. This is what they're asking you, make choices. This stays, this goes. Okay. I'm going to focus on this and not that. That's just what's going on here in April. And then you have the Three of Wands. And they're going to want you to act on this. In other words, take forward momentum on it. Take care of it. Do it. Take care of it. Right? And you don't need to be like, if this is involving people, you don't even have to be kind of mean to anybody. You don't need to be mean to anybody. You can just tell them, I'm busy. And that'll be that, right? That'll be that. You're just saying, I'm prioritizing myself at the moment, right? That's all it means. You can let them be whoever they are. They need to show up and end up and understand that, well, whatever, their own life. And if that's not you in it, that's okay. That's okay. But I'm not saying like go out and going, you're this, you're that, and pass judgment. I'm just saying put yourself first. Okay. Put yourself first. Okay. It's not always about, oh, somebody else needs me. No, they either want to be in your presence or they don't. Okay. I think the big thing here, to tell you the truth, is don't let things or people use you. That's the big thing in April. Don't let things or anything use you. Okay. And I'm not saying go use other people because I don't think everybody needs somebody. I'm just saying don't let them bring in bad energy with the using. You understand? I don't feel I'm explaining myself well, but when you're with somebody, you're always tapping into somebody else's energy. Like if you and I are having a conversation and we're having a great conversation, I feel good, you feel good, we're tapping into each other's energy. It's really nice, right? We're present with each other. Are we using each other? Absolutely. Absolutely. We're using each other. We're elevating. But there's no form of, I need something from you and because I need something from you, in a bad way. Like, help me. I'm going to drain you to help myself. That's the thing. There's some people who come in, they drain you, they take what they need, and then they bug out. That's the problem. Okay. There are situations that way too. These are the things that you need to separate yourself. And those that you're going to have that internal dialogue with yourself and talk to yourself about this stuff. Right. Because there tends to be confusion when it comes to this stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you just kind of, is it or isn't it? Don't I do that to them? Do they do it to me? You're going to have to find the balance, your own personal balance of what that means to you, especially in April. You're going to have to find that balance. Yeah. It's spring cleaning time, guys. And you're going to find that when you clear yourself of some of these things, there's going to be residue because some of it is you're going to start realizing what's going to happen is you're going to get upset a little bit when you realize situations or things that were taking advantage of you. I wouldn't say, I don't say just ignore it. I would say, really think about it. Think of it, how, how does that make me feel? Why did I feel that way? Why did I let it go on so long? What's happening here? What do I need to fix here? Really dig into it, I would say, so that next time somebody or a situation or anything like that happens again, you're better able to just veer away from it right away, that you don't stay in that situation. Okay? To keep the power within yourself, to empower yourself rather than take away your power. Yeah, so that you can transition a lot quicker. So the last card for this in April is about transitioning that crappy energy, and it is crappy energy. I've been in situations, it still happens every once in a while, that I realize, ooh, why did I put myself there? As Pisces, we want to give. We want to give our advice. We want to give our empathy. We would just want to share, right? And some people don't take our advice. They listen to us and do the exact opposite. I've had that. And you can see them, it's like you're telling them you're going to fall off the cliff and really hurt yourself. And they do it anyway. They simply just don't listen. And you're going, wow, what the hell? Okay. And then there's the people who do listen and then bug out and you don't see them for, days, weeks, months. And then there's some that come in, use you for their, I need to feel good. And they also bug out. You have a constant situation, like a work situation where you're getting used every single day and not being, you know, that they're not really realizing your worth or your value. I'm going to tell you a little something, and you might not like it, but you're letting them. Okay? You're letting them. What's happening is that whether you realize it or not, you end up playing victim to it. And that's the big takeaway from all of this. You need to clear it up so that you can start feeling better about yourself. And yeah, a lot of it is it feels like a meanness of going no and locking the doors and not opening yourself up, but you take your power back. You no longer play the victim. You go, I know my value, I know my worth, and you will start speaking up for certain things. You will say, I need you, you need me more than I need you for certain cases. And in certain cases, you're just going to turn around and say, no, I've had enough of this. Now, the thing is that sometimes we need to replace, or we need to fill those spaces with something better. So be very careful on what you're doing in April to replace the spaces that you create. Okay. You want to fill them up with good things. You don't want to be repeating the same pattern, replacing them with same people or same energies or same workplaces. Really work towards getting something better. That's April. It's a real spring cleaning. It's a little brutal, if I have to say so myself, as an energy coming in. But I feel by the end of the month, you're going to be able to breathe a lot easier. It's right now, all I feel is in the core of me, a tightness. Um, and it's because there needs to be a liberation. There needs to be air brought in, fresh air. Okay. Deep breaths. Hi, Jody. I've been listening. Things have been resonating a bit too much, unfortunately. And it does make me feel sad. It is, but it's going to be wonderful. Now, I'm going to give you more of an uplifting um, side to all of this. Like I said, when you do, and if you do it right, and you can do it right, you will be able to replace it. Not all at once, but imagine what they're showing me is imagine going into the store. I don't know if you like shopping, but we're going to use it. Okay. A store, you fill it in your mind right now with everything that you've ever wanted. You know, all the stuff. Me, it would have stuff like nice camper, maybe Cinderella's dress that would fit me because I really loved Cinderella as a kid. I always wanted her stupid dress, you know. Still now, still now. I'm gonna make it happen one day. But whatever. All of those things, okay, could be as ridiculous as it may be. A friend that is like you, okay? People who are like you, who are willing to have a conversation, who um, have something to offer, smiles, laughter, joy, um, that they make a conscious effort to be in your life, and you make a conscious effort because it just feels good to be with them. Okay, this store would have all of these things, and it's not for money. It's a hand-picked store just made for you. Now, I'm not saying that when you clear out the stuff that doesn't fit you anymore, that you're going to be able to go in that store and pick every single thing that you want. But when you do, when the opportunity shows up, in other words, when my camper shows up at a great price that I can afford somewhere, which I know is there somewhere, I will be able to take it and I will give my time to that. I will look for places where I can look at sunsets and stargazing and campfires and new people to get to know. And that's going to take up part of my time, right? I am going to replace these things with joyful things. They might not all come at once, but I'm going to recognize the things that I really want and the people that I really want around me. And I'm going to pick and choose. Every time something gets added to my cart that I can take home with me, it's going to be good stuff. And anytime any of these things leave, because people must go, we all do at one point, right? Um, or things may go, right? I am going to replace it with other stuff that I like, right? It's about exchanging energy, and it's not about filling the void right away. It's about enjoying the things that you have already, that you didn't need to shop for, that you're keeping, that you didn't get rid of. It's to thoroughly enjoy them. You see, energy has a strange way of strange way. It's not actually strange, but the more of it you give, the more you receive. I'm telling you that absolutely works for me. Okay. I am a living um, proof that that happens. You walk in that vibration of happiness, and more good things happen to you. Last week, I had a red letter week, is what I call, you know. I have to have myself, what does that mean, a red letter week? He goes, this is a nice big choreographed letter at the beginning of a book. I said, oh. So it's like that pretty thing, right? Hey, once upon a time, right? I said, yeah, pretty much. So I was thinking, yeah, I had a red letter week. It's not that for a lot of people they go, that's not a red letter week, but for me it was. All of the things that I wanted happened. I reached certain goals that I wanted. Things are moving forward. Sometimes just a forward momentum of things moving makes you feel better. You start being grateful for the little things. And then you start feeling out more and more the things that don't match up. Because when they come in, they feel out of place. It's like somebody spitting in your face. It's quite apparent, okay? There's not too many curtains all over the place stopping the spit from reaching you, right? I feel like when there's too many things in the way, you don't actually see the energy that's trying to reach you, the bad energy. But when it's all cleared up, if somebody's spitting in your face, you're going to see that right away. You're going to feel it right away. It's not going to feel good. And you're going to go, okay, no. And I think that's the important part of April. It's the ability to say, no more. That's enough now. And it's not to be mean to anybody. Like I said, you don't need to go out on the attack, but you need to put speed in your motion to get yourself disconnected to what no longer fits you. So that is April. I mean, it's not, I know it sounds a little, But it's actually a wonderful thing because once you've done it, there's a certain feeling of invincibility that happens. And whether or not you are invincible, you feel it. You feel like, have you ever heard that song by Matthew Wilder? Nothing's going to break my stride. Break my stride, break my stride. Look that up. It's a very catchy tune. But that's the thing. It's like somebody's going, I want to put a wet blanket on you, and you're going, no, no, nope, nothing's going to break my stride. Nobody's going to slow me down. I've got to keep moving in the right direction. That is, right? In the right direction. You just want to stay. I won't go happy because nobody can be happy 24 hours a day, but you want to stay content in your physical body. And you want your soul body to always be contributing to that. Okay. So, yes, I will say that 2024 has been a very work week, a very work year. According to them, it's a work week because time is, but it's been a work year. For some of you, we will say it's the hardest year. It's the crap years I've had. But for some, it will be a year of great steps forward. I almost feel like some people remember when the pandemic started, some people at the end of it went, it was the worst years. And some people went, it was the greatest years because I figured out so much stuff. This is that kind of thing again. But this is the kind of thing is that if you are doing the work, as crappy as some of it feels, like getting the gunk or the sticky stuff, when you figure out the potion or the solution that gets the sticky stuff out and you start seeing some progress, you're going to feel a lot better. Okay. You're going to feel a lot better. My personal opinion on this is I'm going to tell you, give yourself lots of breaks if you need them. Don't get discouraged if you feel some days that you're just not doing it. There's some days you're going to go, this ain't working. This ain't working. You're going to feel that way. I felt that way. I've sat in tears, in big tears, going, my life sucks. I can't get anything right. Don't worry about it. It happens. I mean, you're not just doing little piddly stuff here. You're working really hard on yourself. You're working hard on making things change. So be good to yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself. Absolutely. Wow, I felt like I've been like, giving you a whole bunch of bad news. Um, it's Jane though. It's the physical body Jane. It's just because I've been here. I know what it feels like, and I'm still here every once in a while. Believe it or not, you're going to be doing some spring cleaning on yourself, probably your whole life. Um, you'll get rid of the obvious things, the leftover things, but then every once in a while, you're going to catch yourself. Wait a minute, what is this still doing here? Get the hell out. So you just have to just keep auditing and doing the best. And sometimes there are going to be things that are lost. But what you gain, like I said, when you finally are able to keep your vibration in a place that matters, um, there's going to be less in that store of stuff you don't want and more of the stuff that you do want when you do start picking the stuff you love. Okay, so I hope that my examples helped you just a tiny bit. I'm trying to be as clear as I can and being as soft as I can for basically telling you that it's a month of spring cleaning. It is. It's a month of cleaning out. Now, I have done some of the readings because I do them ahead of time. They're not all this intense. This is for the whole month of April. So I'm trying to basically tell you like a 30, 40-day period in 30 minutes. So it's a little bit of a lot of hard work. But think about it this way. You're going to be doing it in bite-sized amounts throughout the month and finding some great insight along the way. And really great insight. You are going to get great insight. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get some. I was moving that again. Is there any deck calling to me here? Yeah, why not? Magical Spirit Oracle right here. This is a nice deck. So everybody's there's I've seen quite a few people come in and they're very quiet. They're so very quiet. We're listening to Jane. We're listening to Jane. She's giving us tough love, tough information. It's not that tough. You'll be okay. You will be fine. Hello, Jenica. You are late. It's okay. I was giving bad news to everybody, so you didn't miss anything. Now she's going to have to go at the beginning of April, right? No. It's not bad news. I just wish one month, maybe in the future, I could say, you're going to meet up with a unicorn this month. Wouldn't that be nice? Right. Look at that. I love this one. I have to put my glasses so to read this one. Okay, you don't need it all figured out. Look at this. Stars, chaos, opportunity. Kind of says it all without, okay? So I guess the other part that they want you to know is that this is the stuff you are figuring out, but even if, yeah, this is the monthly. Even if you're not, even if you don't have it all done by the end of April, this is an ongoing thing. And that's what I was saying. This is an ongoing thing, but it's going to be a thing this month, okay? So I love there's a mushroom giving advice. Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood mushroom. Sorry, shouldn't be laughing. But yet here I am laughing. This is the magical spirit oracle. The brilliance of you. What happens is that mushrooms are so much more, they are so good. I mean, in the forest, they kind of attach everything together. They have intense wisdom, right? They can be food, they can be poison, they can be everything, right? They have a lot to offer. So, but it's a magic mushroom. Let me read this. I embrace uncertainty. Luck is on my side. Yeah. For some of you, like I said, maybe hard to put the boundaries in and say no and take care of yourself and say, well, what does that leave me with? It leaves you sometimes with a little uncertainty, but luck is on your side, okay? It says, let the magic mushroom be your guide and lucky charm at this time. Allow him to show you a more surrendered way of life. He invites you to embrace chaos, uncertainty, and the unknown, because making changes always brings that in, always makes you feel a little bit, off kilter. To stop controlling things so much and let go, let go, let go, let it go. To lean into fluidity instead of strategy at this time. The universe on your side more than you believe. He speaks to you and he says this. Oh, silly human. Don't you see? You don't need it all figured out. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Nobody always has all the answers, right? And that's the fun part. You're not supposed to. That would make life terribly boring and painfully uninteresting. To know exactly what to do, where to go, when to do it, and who to be in all moments, that would suffocate the magic and excitement of life. What would be the point then? The adventure is in the uncertainty. It is not your enemy, it's your friend. He visits you to offer a special gift, the gift of luck, opportunity, and possibilities within new and uncertain spaces that you could not see before. Remember I was talking about spaces at the beginning? Clear those spaces, fill them with things that, right, spaces, that word, okay? Accept his offering and ease attention and control you have in certain areas of your life. Sometimes letting things be free allows them to turn into powerful, soulful, wild things they are. This goes for us as well. Most things seek to be trusted and free. And sometimes things need to be freed, if you know what I mean, right? So, pulling the gifted guide card can also be an omen that there's something you've been trying to figure out and that you'll soon not need to. Let it go and move forward. Yeah, let it go and move forward. Sandra's laughing at me. I see tough love with a laughing. What, am I not tough enough? Do I need to? Do I need to be tough? Do I, I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? Okay, that's okay. To me, it feels like tough because I'd love to give you, I don't know, plushy toys to hug. Okay, so this sign is to stop comparing your journey with those of others as well. If you feel behind or everyone knows something you don't, it's untrue. Most people play pretend in this cosmic game of life. You don't need a master plan to know exactly what to do. Just take a step and set intentions. And that came in focus, right? Ambitions, intentions. Just take a step and set intentions. Luck is on your side. Oh, I love this one. Okay, I want you guys to do this one, okay, for April. Find a small object that you felt drawn to lately and make it your lucky charm. It can be anything, okay? Let it be a talisman. Keep it on you or near you as a reminder. And if you feel doubtful or worried, call upon your luck to assist you. Yeah, that's a great way, especially if you're feeling a little bit like you're doing a lot of work and you feel a little bit, what do you call, weary, right? Sometimes we get tired, but it's there. The word weary is even better. It feels like ugh, I'm so weary of all of this. It's saying to go ahead and go and find this thing or hold this thing. I like things usually that I can carry with me. But I mean, it could be anything. It could be this cute bunny that none of you saw at the beginning of the reading. Bunny. This actually comes from my mother-in-law. Isn't she cute? 77, and she sends me bunny lights. That's funny. Anyway, so there it is. All right. So I think I am done doing that for April. Um, Either that, I'm just done depressing myself with the work that's coming in. You know what I've been doing though, Pisces? I've been taking one thing at a time. I actually have a little, I guess you could have one electronically, or you can have one like this. I've talked about this before. I've told you guys about this agenda, this Wild and Beauty agenda. And I write things like here, like I say, I've got this one thing to do. I don't put 20 things to do. I just, like, I have to cancel this service. Okay, so that's going to save me money in the next 12 months that I don't need it anymore. I'm not using it. So I make it a point and I do it. And I don't like canceling, sir. I find that monotonous to do that kind of stuff. But when I do it, I put a nice little check mark beside it and I feel like I've accomplished something. And then I give myself another task for another day. Sometimes it's every 2 days, but at least I feel like things are moving along. Okay. We all have a lot of things we need to accomplish. Like I need do my videos daily, and those are the things I can't kind of put aside. But then I put one little thing here, and sometimes it's a longer thing. And if I need help to do it, I ask for help to do it. But I've noticed that in the last week or so, I've managed a lot of things. I've done like 4 or 5 separate things that were just kind of in my mind that I needed to get rid of. And I've been pondering other things about how to, in the direction that I want to go, right? And that includes the people I want around me to do it and everything else, right? So just work on one thing every day, even if you're not completing it, okay? But keep track. I would say keep track. It's a great way of keeping track, is a great way to make sure that you're going to come back to it, okay? You give advice even when I don't want to hear it and helps me to get through my things. Oh, you see, that's very nice. I like that. I like that. I know. I wish I had somebody to tell me weekly. when um, um, I remember I would have loved to have this kind of stuff when I was, but I guess I did. I had a grandmother who was very much this way. She didn't call herself spiritual, but she had a lot of life experience and she did a lot of talking about things. When I needed my mind taken away from my problem, she would do that. And then when she felt she could put in some really great advice, she'd throw that in there too. So I was very lucky. I had her way not long enough in my life. I think I was 19 when she passed. And but she is always there. So I just wish I'd had her to, to go visit in a physical way, right? A physical body. That's what I miss about people who have passed. It's their physical body, their some of their personality traits. It's the space that they took up physically in this world that I miss. It's not their spirit. Their spirit's always with me. Um, but sometimes going, like, I have my best friend, we'd go and eat chocolate cake. This is the stuff I miss, right? I wish, I could go and have a conversation over chocolate cake. We made it an event. And yeah. So anyway, there you go. Um all right, so I can pull a few cards. I'm just trying to think of what deck I wanted to use. So if you guys want to laugh, what I'm going to be doing after this is taking an inflatable mattress and putting it in my truck bed to see if it fits, and then I'm going to be jumping on the truck bed. So you have that as a mental image after. All right, Jenica. So let's pull from this deck. You liked it, so we'll pull from this, and we'll pull a couple of tarot cards with it for Jenica this week. I pull other cards with it. Hello, Nisi. Oh, that's okay. You're right on time. I'm starting to pull cards for members. So there you are. So you're not late. You're right on time. Just know that these lives, they show up again on the feed somewhere, so you can rewatch them later. I put them back up. So they're usually right on the homepage. You just click on the homepage. I put it in the first video that lands on the homepage. So see. All right. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. That's what's written around the card. But it's written breaking into bloom. Time, liberation, and understanding. With this, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the queen of flowers. I mean, she is the queen of blooming. But you also have the Seven of Wands, which is defending and really persevering through it. So I feel this card is telling me that this week coming in, plus this is the card 2911, okay? Jenica is telling me that this week you're going to persevere through things. And as much as nobody likes to hear that, you're going like, I don't want a 7 of Wands. I don't want to be like, going through challenges and persevering. But let's face it, life, just waking up sometimes, is just about doing that, right? What I like about it is that it's offering a garden at the end. It's offering resources. It's offering blooms. So it's not for nothing. It's not just defending yourself or trying to beat yourself out of a box, right? Out of stuck walls. It's when those walls come down, you'll get rewarded. And that's what it's going to feel like. You're going to have something to show for it, which is a good way to, I mean, it's better that than nothing, right? It's better than just fighting needlessly and not getting anything in the end. So whatever this is, it's about time, then liberation, and then understanding why. Okay. And he says, you've been getting the 7 of Wands a lot. Yeah. The 7 is always, I don't know. Sevens are about assessments. 7 is about choices. 7 is always about it's a little bit of a juggling. I mean, if you look at all the 7s, that's what they are, right? The 7 of Pentacles is about what's good, what's not. The 7 is about I'm defending what matters, but it's still you're in a point of trying to push back on something. Um, the 7 of Swords is like protecting yourself from negative energies. It's like going, no, I don't, I'm not accepting this, right? I'm going to protect myself from this. And the 7 of Cups is all about choosing the right thing. Yeah. So you're always trying to work through things. It's a lot of assessing. That's my word for it. So it's work. It's work. That's the best thing. Is it bad work or good work? I guess it depends on you, right? It depends on what you take away from it. So it says sometimes you will need to break before you bloom. So maybe, I don't know, you need to break something to see its value. I have no idea, but this will mean something to you in the upcoming week, and it could bleed into the week after that too. Okay. Hi, Nisi. Okay, so Nisi, I will pull something for you. So this is for members. Okay. So again, I'm going to put this into everybody who has was not here at the beginning. If you become a member of either Patreon or here, you can get an energy pull for the week when I go live. So it's totally worth it. I'll let you figure that out. It's not that much per month. So there you go. Totally doable. Totally doable. All right, Nisi. Call your energy back to you. Energy, power, aura, depletion. And with it, you got the strength card that came out. And if you look, I don't know if you'll be able to see here. Let's see. Can you see? It's 44. It's 44 right at the top. Okay. So an 8 is, well, it's 8. It's 4 and 4 is 8. So there's going to be work to be done this week, as in calling your energy back to you. Power aura depletion. Yeah. I feel that maybe you have been feeling a little depleted. And then you have 6 here. Trust in the places you feel guided towards, space, time, and self. Infinity, 5D reincarnation. That this is, and then you have the Page of Wands that came in. You actually had 2 fall out. So I feel that this is telling you, look in new spots, especially with the Page of Wands. Look at new things that are going to fuse you with energy and help you get through this, getting your energy back. And it's very much what I've been talking about. You're going to have to go back and look at the April reading, because it's all about that. It's all about cleaning house. And this is very much what this is kind of preaching. Okay. It's getting your energy back to you. The way you do it is by clearing out the old, by looking at new things. And then this way, I feel there's a very balanced way. There's a lot of rainbows. There's a butterfly here. So it's doing changes. And there's those mushrooms again. There's a lot of balancing out. I love trust in places you feel guided towards, and the guided is underlined. In other words, it's like, don't give your energy where it's not, um, where you shouldn't be giving it, okay? Where you're being guided to, not the stuff that you've been giving energy to, okay? Call it back. Call it back. If you've been giving it away for free, call it back. It's time to call back your energy. It's time to put the value where it's needed. And, it usually begins inside of you. You have to do it inside of you first. Because if you let people take away your value or take away your energy, it's because you think, maybe not you think, but unconsciously you kind of let people do it because, I don't know, you don't put yourself in the first place first, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So this is all. So after I'm done and the video goes up, you'll be able to find it. It'll be on the homepage. Just watch the beginning of it, and it has a lot of things for April. Maybe things like, as people say, things I don't want to hear, but things that I need to know. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So where did some of you get from? Did you see like my posting? Did you get something that told you that it was here? I'm just curious. Let me see. Let me see here. Hi, Jenny. Okay, Jenny, thanks for subscribing. It's not necessary. Um, I'd rather, like I've said before, I'd rather people don't subscribe if they're not going to stay subscribed, because that doesn't actually help my channel. And to get a reading, you need to be a member. Okay. So just letting you know, just letting you know. It's not to be mean or anything, but that's, um, I work in different ways. So yeah, you could be a subscriber on Patreon or um, on YouTube. They're both the same. I usually offer an extra video on Friday, and it's as low as $3 a month, and you can stop at any time. And I keep track of who is subscribed and who's not, for the most part. It just opened and saw me. Well, that's great. It's wonderful. You can stay subscribed, and I offer videos weekly, and that's free, no problem. It's just like sometimes people come in the lives and they think you're going to get cards because they subscribed, and I just don't want them to do that anymore, because then they spend the week unsubscribing to me, and it really just it doesn't help. So I just rather people who want to stay. So if you want to stay, welcome. This is a great community. People here are absolutely wonderful. And I love the people who keep coming back all the time, all the time. All right. Well, I have been here for a bit. I've been here for over an hour, and I did do the reading for April. So I'm going to be signing off for now. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And tomorrow is, of course, Easter here. There will still be a video at the end of the day, so they're pre-recorded. I'm going to say Happy Easter here because I'm pretty sure I didn't say it in the videos. I don't really talk about holidays in any of the reading videos. But I hope that you have a great, great rest of weekend with family or with friends or people you call family of the heart. And I will see you later. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.